Try not to get disappeared. Lots of disappearances in the Mount Rainier National Parks that they don't report on. Lots of them. Scary place. It really is. You go deep into the interior.
Huh. Mm-hmm. We'll have to go
do
on
a video on it too.
On a trip there with Bruce sometime. So don't panic.
So we can disappear?
No. Just help me with my equipment.
So, Monsieur Lecomte, I heard you had a visitor at Monsieur Leblanc last week.
Yes, I've been meaning to ask you about that.
Right.
Can you explain to me why a regulator from Genève would be visiting a bank in Liechtenstein?
Well, Le Journal du Globe is based in Genève.
Yes.
And we did a report on Monsieur Leblanc in Liechtenstein. We had to.
That can't possibly be true. The articles seem to be worded poorly. I think a retraction is in order.
A retraction?
Yes.
Retraction. Well, I'd like to say we only report the news as we see it, the international news, yeah.
Let's just say I could make the retraction well worth your effort.
Well, I don't see how you could. The news is the news.
How about 10?
25, and I'll talk to my man today.
25 it is.
25 it is.
All right.
Well, if you can afford 25, you can afford 50.
Don't push your luck.
I won't. Probably.
Welcome to the sartorial boardroom. On today's episode, we are discussing... You did not do that.
But
You did not do that.
no.
Okay. On today's episode, we are discussing the Suede seduction. What the most tactile material in menswear, how the most tactile material in menswear can add to your wardrobe, what suede is, when to wear it, and how to care for it. Mm-hmm. Yes, it is a very delicate fabric, but you can wear it with confidence with these tips. And for our career topic, we are going to discuss an often overlooked part of people's career, and that is managing up. How to manage your relationship with your manager. Very important.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
So, what is suede?
Yes.
No, we're wearing suede, actually.
Yes.
It is basically the underside of the hide. Mm-hmm. The underside of the hide buffed to raise the nap. Which is
scrape off the hair, correct?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Well, it's the underside. So
underside.
Well, it's soft.
Yeah.
It's very soft. You take the underside of the hide. And you,
so I don't know what I'm talking about, scrape off the hair.
I don't know.
Yeah, there was this girl I used to know in Philadelphia. And
No,
I told her to sort that out,
No.
I had to scrape that off.
So it gives you this velvety soft pile, if you will. It's very velvety soft to touch. And it feels good to touch, doesn't it? Yeah,
it does.
It looks great too. It adds depth to your attire.
Smacks of luxury too, if it's a good quality, yeah.
Exactly, smacks of luxury.
Mm-hmm. In my opinion, yeah.
Yeah. So where does the name suede come from? It comes from gants de Suede, which is French, which literally means, if you translate it into English, gloves of Sweden. And I'm presuming then suede must have come from Sweden, perhaps?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know these things. Such intelligences are unknown to me. I just care about wearing it and looking good.
Yeah. It needs to look good. You need to take care of your
I don't
suede.
actually care if it came from Zeus's butthole. I don't care. Sorry. Sartorial channel, but I know, but I just,
There's some Greek mythology in there. So suede,
that's probably more accurate than the Greek mythology that's on screen right now.
Yeah, the impending Odyssey.
Oh my God.
It's an Odyssey of sorts.
Yeah, Vulgarity 101. But let's get back to Villainy 101. What do we got?
These are actually a mouthful.
Well, that's what the girl from Philadelphia said on more than one occasion.
So, suede is the underside of the hide. It's very soft to the touch, kind of a matte color. You do not shine suede. And quality does talk. So you don't want to get cheap suede. You don't want to get faux suede. You want to get high quality suede with a nice dense, I don't want to call it fuzz, but I think it's called nap.
Yeah, because you have your suede and you have your nubuck.
Yeah.
And they're both versions of suede, correct? Yes.
Yeah, nubuck is not buffed the same way. It's sanded in a different way, and it has a tighter nap and it's more durable. but it's very similar to suede. It still has that kind of matte look. It still has that textured look. You can't shine it, or you shouldn't shine it. I suppose you can shine anything. If you polish it enough, you'll make it shiny. But you should not do that with your suede or your nubuck. The idea is to have the texture. It is a relaxed look and a comfortable look. It somehow naturally just feels softer. I'm not sure how that is or why that is, but it feels softer. It lays easier.
I agree.
And in my opinion, it is a way to kind of demonstrate stealth wealth because it does cost more to produce. Leather is actually one of the most abundant materials in clothing because, well, you think about it, we're always eating steak, and you get plenty of material to make leather. There is a process to prepare it, obviously, for garments or clothing or shoes or accessories, but it's not as much of a process, I think, as making suede. Suede takes more time to get it right.
It really does, yes.
Yeah.
And it's much more resilient, I think, than a lot of people think. Yeah, I have a lot of different suede shoes and boots that I've had for years and years, and they've been very resilient. Unless, of course, I've spilled something unsavory on them. You know, like I spilled wine on a few of my suede boots and shoes, and I had the devil's own job trying to get that out of there. But yeah,
I can only imagine.
Yep.
So, sorry, this is an apple.
A brilliant idea, bringing this on.
Terrible idea. It tastes good though.
Oh yeah, delicious. Yeah.
There is a famous tannery I'd like to visit next time we're in London. It's actually in Leeds though. It's not in London, I suppose. And that is Charles F. Stead of England. They're supposedly the kind of like the
Well, you'll be there before I'm there. Yeah.
the most renowned producer of high quality suede. So if you find something that was made by Charles F. Stead, or is it Steed? Steed or Stead?
I don't know.
S-T-E-A-D.
Yeah.
That is going to be some high quality stuff. But there's a lot of makers of suede, and you should be looking at your different options here. We're wearing a couple different makers of fine suede clothing. How do you wear suede? What kind of garments look good in suede leather?
Jackets and shoes. Can you imagine some schmuck walking in with a pair of suede trousers? You know, can you just imagine? There's probably a sartorial brand or atelier that does make those, and they look okay.
Yeah.
But to me, that just smacks of San Francisco
suede trousers.
You know, with probably missing the backside portion.
Oh God.
You know what I'm talking about? I just can't see it. You know. Yeah.
That would actually, I've never seen a pair of suede trousers, but I wouldn't be surprised if they exist.
Yeah.
Suede loafers.
Suede, believe it or not, overshirts, you know, because there's this new, it's a relatively new thing with the overshirt.
Okay, yeah.
And I've seen some suede overshirts look pretty good, yeah.
So overshirt's kind of like almost like a jacket, right?
Yeah,
It's a little warm.
Yeah, this what I'm wearing might even be classified, even though I believe it's a jacket, might be classified as an overshirt. It's not as a jacket, but it might have been advertised as an overshirt, yeah. But there's ones that are not as, you know, big and bulky as this, you know. Yeah.
And then you've got your bomber jackets, which I'm kind of wearing right here. It kind of has a little bit of a, I don't know. Whenever I look at a jacket of this style, I kind of think of the 1940s aviator.
Very cool.
So yeah, you get the suede looks really good on those. I don't know. I just want to call it like mid 20th century aviator style jacket. Looks very classy. You can dress it up. You can dress it down. You could wear it, you know, with just a collared shirt and no tie, or you can wear it with you know, a nice tie.
Yeah.
How about accessories? We can have suede gloves.
Suede gloves, yes.
So you don't need to do any work.
I don't. Yeah, I've never owned a pair of suede gloves. Yeah, and believe it or not, suede watch straps too was all the rage a few years ago with certain brands. I wouldn't put a really good watch. Oh, is that suede?
I think so. Or maybe it's nubuck. Actually, it's very soft, very fine.
That might be suede. Yeah.
Might be suede. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, you can get a wrist strap in suede. Although I think it's a different kind of suede than like what you would use in a jacket, because this is more of a larger.
I can't release this video until you send me a good pic of that.
Okay.
You just sent me the same one you last time.
I'll try to take a better
Yeah.
one.
The problem is if you watch the videos, it doesn't show up right.
Would it be better if I took it on a white background?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. It's that damn Christopher Ward. Yeah.
Sorry. Let's see here. So you can have So you mentioned you don't wear all suede though, head to toe, right? Obviously, don't wear trousers that are suede.
No.
You don't want to make it look like you're wearing a costume.
No.
So you mix your suede with some crisp cotton or some denim. Flannel.
I think actually a suede jacket with a roll neck underneath it looks pretty cool. I think it does. I think it's a classic look. Turtleneck, roll neck, or mock turtleneck. I'm not a huge fan of full roll necks, but a mock turtleneck, so a half turtleneck under a suede jacket, I think looks really good. I think it looks really stylish, contemporary, but also classic at the same time, I believe. Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
I really like that look.
Now, what season is suede most accustomed to or most appropriate for?
I think fall.
Fall.
Yeah, fall, my favorite time of the year. Fall. Yeah.
Fall. If you're in more a moderate place, maybe early winter.
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. But you make sure you're not getting like heavy rain or snow. It is warm, but it's not like usually made in heavy winter coats.
Yeah.
Speaking of weather, though, what happens if you wear suede in the rain?
Well, to tell you the truth, I have worn suede in the rain that has not been treated, and I have my suede treatment here, which I've only used on my shoes. And this is the Renovateur Suede and Nubuck, and by Saphir, and phenomenal brand. They make a lot of good stuff, but the spray and. This jacket I've had for maybe 5-6 years, and I never treated it, and it's been rained on heavily, and I just let it air dry naturally, and no problems. Didn't even know. So I do have a 4 other Belstaff jackets though that are a shearling suede, I believe, and one of them got rained on really heavily in a dense downpour.
What happened?
It doesn't look the same.
Really?
Yeah. I actually should have brought that down too. It doesn't look the same. It still looks good, but it did change the look of the jacket.
Well, maybe during the break we can bring it down if you think.
No, I don't want to.
Okay.
I don't want to go through all
It's
that.
hidden away. Okay.
It's not hidden away, but it's. I'd have a.
Yeah.
Not a fun time pulling it out.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the rain changed.
And if you didn't see the before, it doesn't.
I see. You don't have a
make it
before to compare it with. Does it look bad now, or does it just?
No, not at all. It did change the. It seemed like it changed the texture of it. It was a Belstaff jacket.
So it's like not as soft anymore.
Yeah. No, and it's a suede shearling. Yeah. I'll put a little photo of it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, or one like it.
So if you do get caught in the rain, though, it's best not to panic. That's
Yeah,
kind of
I would actually revert back to our Belstaff video we did a long time ago.
Oh, that's right.
On that where I showed all those Belstaff jackets, and I'll instead of doing links to those videos in the description, what I'm just going to do is I'm going to show just a screenshot of that video, and if someone wants to go into the bowels of this channel,
excellent.
they can. Yeah.
Yeah. So. If you do get caught in the rain, don't panic, but it's best not to get soaked, honestly. Just try to
And I was soaked.
You were soaked, yeah.
I was soaked.
Try to get into a dry place as soon as possible, and then let your jacket or your suede item...
I would, believe it or not, I was Bigfoot hunting in the Mount Rainier National Park.
Bigfoot hunting?
Yeah.
Did you find Bigfoot?
Nope. But try not to get disappeared. Lots of disappearances in the Mount Rainier National Park, so they don't report on. Lots of them. Scary place. It really is. You go deep into the interior.
Huh. Mm-hmm. We'll have to go
Did a video on it too.
On a trip there with Bruce sometime. So don't panic.
So we can disappear.
No. Just help me with my equipment. Let your suede dry naturally. If it's like a shoe, put it in cedars, of course. If it's
the young lady that I took there, because I was there with a young lady, and She helped me with my equipment, I'll tell you that.
Oh my gosh. Was she from Philadelphia?
No, she was not. Anyway, I'm so sorry. I keep interrupting here.
Yeah, you let it dry naturally. Don't try to like use a towel to dry it off.
Yep.
And then once it's dry, use a gentle brush, like a soft brush, something preferably something made for suede, to gently brush it, and hopefully you can get that supple feeling back to a certain degree at least. As far as formality, you can wear suede, I'd say, for business casual, especially suede loafers, etc. Probably not for a black tie event, though.
Oh, no. And there's a term that I do want to, I keep forgetting to do this, a term that I want to introduce to this channel, and not just to this channel, but to the sartorial community as a whole, and to the men's style community, and it's a term called chatillon chic.
Chatillon chic.
Or if you want to use
Should we trademark that?
Elongated version of it is chatillon casual chic, but it's chatillon chic, and what it means is not a suit. It means almost elevated street wear when you're still dressing elevated, but you are wearing more chic clothing, and which has some ruggedness to it. It has a lot of masculinity to it, and it has a lot of things what I like to call alpine heritage blended in with it, and I call it, the name of it is chatillon chic, and I really want to start pushing that because I actually want to do a dedicated episode on what I call chatillon chic without getting into it.
Maybe trademark that, or at least get a domain name or something.
We should, yes, because it is something that I believe a genre that I have invented. Me.
Excellent.
Me. Yeah, chatillon chic. Remember that. Call it by name.
So, how do you clean suede?
I've never cleaned suede. Oh, actually, that's not true. I've had to attempt to, why did I even say that? I've had to actually try to attempt to clean suede out of my, a few suede shoes of mine. Yeah. And what I had done, and I should have looked it up, is I just used a warm washcloth that had some, you know how washcloths, they have a little bit of a texture on the cloth, yeah? And I just totally saturated the area in warm water, even though you got to be careful with warm water because
a lot of something on it, or
there was wine stains.
Oh, wine stains.
Yeah, and just a touch of my grandma's spot remover.
Yeah.
Yep.
That
And yeah, it did. It did. And I know there's a thing about getting stains out where you're not supposed to use warm water because the warm water can burn the stains in. But for whatever reason, the cold water wasn't working and the warm water did work. And yeah, just a touch of that, and then you have to make sure you remove all of it. And I just kept I would use the cold water to rinse. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay,
Yeah.
so there is a way. There is hope if you get wine on your suede.
Yeah, and I thought one of them would literally be ruined, where I thought I was going to have to go somewhere to my shoe guy and have him try to maybe re-dye the entire thing, so I thought they were lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're talking about a quarter. Well, these are right here.
Oh, it's those?
Yeah, there's on my Cortez. Yeah.
So those got the wine.
Those got the wine on it, yeah, and I was able to get it all out, and I was worried I'd have to go and get them re-dyed.
You can't even tell. Yeah, they look beautiful.
No. Well, you might be able to tell if you really, really look close that there was something there.
I see.
But I did a little trick where I kind of blended the other ones so they look the same, but you can't, yeah.
It looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know that there's hope. Now, if you don't have a wine spill, if it's just like dust and dirt, which, to be honest, it can get into suede over time, they make a special cleaning tool, which I don't have one here to show you, but there is a suede brush, sometimes called a crepe brush, and it's usually some sort of rubbery type patterned brush thing. I'll send you a picture. You can hopefully put it in the video. And how that works is the gumminess of that brush actually pulls the dirt out of the suede. So if you just have regular dust and dirt into your suede shoes or jacket or whatever, you can use a special brush to kind of pull that out. And they also have suede erasers, which again probably works mostly for dry stains, not necessarily for wine. And they do make protector spray, which I've never tried.
That's what that is.
So that is okay. Do you know if that works?
I have no idea.
No idea.
I've used it.
You've used it.
And actually, I used it on the Cortez.
Before.
Maybe
that saved them.
Maybe.
Maybe that saved them from the wine. So yeah, you could try a protector spray to add some sort of invisible protection to your suede. So spray before you wear them out to wine and dine. Make sure that you're not using anything too corrosive or harsh when you are brushing or cleaning your suede. You don't want to use a really stiff camel hair brush. You want to use something that's softer and made for suede. You also don't want to probably use anything that's going to like rub out the suede. The texture is intentional, so make sure that when you are washing it, you do so appropriately with the appropriate amount of pressure. Anything, if you put too much pressure, can also ruin suede. I think if you just really push it in there, so don't do that. I do have a tip here. I've not had to do this before, but for an oil stain, I have read that cornstarch, if you put cornstarch on overnight and then brush it out with a suede brush.
What kind of oil?
Like a food oil. Like olive oil.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No, we're not talking about car oil here. like an olive oil type stain. You might be able to put cornstarch and brush out the oil. Kind of use the cornstarch to pull out the oil. And then suede, it's very important how you store it, wouldn't you say?
Suede?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know?
Well, I do know this, that in my closet, I don't have to worry about excessive dust because I don't want the dust particles getting into the fibers of the suede. But I never had an issue. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And same thing for shoes, though. It's always use cedar shoe trees. You want to make sure your shoes are well protected in the shoe tree. And then if you do have to store something in a bag, don't use plastic bags because that can actually start to mat the suede over time. You should always use a cotton bag.
Yeah, and a lot of the times good shoe brands come with good shoe bags and,
Yeah.
Yeah,
You should come with a good shoe bag.
Yeah.
So things to avoid with suede: wearing it in a downpour, wearing a whole suede outfit head to toe doesn't look quite right, and don't wear suede synthetics. They look poorly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of those synthetic blends of almost anything. I have a 24 black T-shirts that are synthetic blend, but it's for my body type. They fit me really well and they make me look like super buff.
Nice.
So I'll wear those, and because they are the blend, I don't have to worry about it. They have a hard time alleviating odors because a lot of that sort of those poly blends will retain odors. But
I want to use natural fibers usually, but we'll talk more about some of the suede collections we have, and then we have a career topic: how to manage up a very underrated skill. When we
return. Sorry. There's probably even guys that get their jollies from watching us chew.
I hope not.
Yeah, I know.
We're like on ichewloud.com or something like that.
Yeah, something. Weirdos.
What were we going to talk about? Oh, our suede collection. I didn't bring too much, except for what I'm wearing.
And we don't want to be too redundant because we also did a video on our shoes,
which had suede. A lot of suede in that. So you look at our past videos to see more of our collection. But actually, everything I'm wearing is basically what I was going to show. Is there anything you're not wearing that you wanted to kind of point out as an excellent suede option?
Oh, the shoes. Yeah.
Shoes, yeah.
Yeah. We did an episode on loafers. It might be released before this or after this. Who knows?
Yeah.
The way that we do these is tricky, because Monsieur LeComte has to fly back to Liechtenstein, and I have to fly to Geneva to take care of the newspaper, and you're running a bank, and we got all kinds of things to do, and yeah. Yes. So my jacket, this jacket, we'll do the whole what we're wearing. But this is a Belstaff suede, and I love this jacket. It's the only thing that I don't like about this jacket. I don't even think they sell these anymore. And this is I paid a pretty penny for this thing. It's a relaxed fit.
Oh, interesting.
Instead of a slim fit or a contemporary fit.
That might be great if you're wearing something under it, though.
Yeah, but I wouldn't wear it. I'm just wearing a dress shirt underneath it, or I might wear something even, more casual underneath it. But
So you want a slim fit.
I want a slim fit in it, and but I still love it, and I like the way it looks, and it's it has a very masculine look to it, and so it's a Belstaff suede jacket. Shoes, I don't want to get into the loafers, like we already did a loafers thing on that. I even talked about these, which aren't even loafers, of my Justin Fitzpatrick. Rest in peace, Justin Fitzpatrick, the brand, and maybe he'll
Bring him back?
bring that company back, the manufacturing back, but go to the shoe snob on those.
We should petition.
It'll take more than that, I think. But I have my
Provide some Spanish bonds.
exactly my beautiful my beautiful Crockett and Jones suede. Look at those, yes.
Those are nice. I didn't know they made those.
Yeah, these don't get enough wear, and these Crockett and Jones suede. And I forgot they're very similar style to the Islas that I have in the Scotch grain, but these are in a suede, and I love these.
Yeah, they look hardy.
Yeah,
Not all suede looks delicate.
Yeah, and these have been through it too, and they're very resilient. I don't know if I even sprayed them or not, but the Crockett and Jones, best brand. And then I have another. These are my Rossignol. Let's just say I would call these more urban hikers. Legitimate hiking. I would not do in them, even though they look like they're ready for it. But this is more, you're in St. Moritz and you're outside of the chalet, or you're at the ski lodge, you're at the lodge, and you're having some drinks and you're entertaining the damsels. But I love the way these look, these Rossignols, and these are actually called what are these called? What are these?
Oh, I think you told me earlier.
Yeah, I should know because I have 6 pairs of them. Yeah, and the only problem with these Rossignols, as much as I love them and I love the way they look and they're easy to put on, you just unzip them, you slip them on and off, and I do recommend these.
Yeah.
However, they're not Goodyear welted.
Most unfortunate.
Yes, I believe that they are actually glued on, but I believe that these Rossignols are actually produced in the Italian Alps at their Rossignol production facility. Some of their cheaper stuff is made in Chinois, obviously, but I really love these.
So would you say those are more for leisure hiking?
No, I wouldn't even say they're for hiking at all.
No, it's leisure hiking.
Well, leisure, yeah.
Leisure
Leisure, yeah, I would say short trips.
Yeah.
When we were shooting a slight little comedic documentary in the Mount Rainier National Park, the Disappearance Park, I call it, and I wore a pair of these, and they were fine, but,
Yeah.
and they got soaked too, but...
Oh, no.
Yeah, and, yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, how come I can never remember the name of those? I love them. I love them so much because I just like the way they look. Yeah.
You can find them on Rossignol's website, though.
Oh yeah, Rossignol website, and the thing about these Rossignols is they have them in all different times. They have them in the black leather, which I wear all the time. They had a black shiny leather. They have them in a couple different suedes. They have them in almost an off green that matches one of my Belstaff jackets. And I think I wore these in the Mount Rainier National Park, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
That's on another channel, that whole
I see.
disappearance video thing. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, we won't get into that, but I'll show some little scenes of me wearing this stuff there. Yeah.
Sounds great,
Yeah, where I ruined my jacket. But I don't know if I ruined it. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
We should repair it.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so just to talk about suede for a little bit, this is a Brooks Brothers jacket. They don't make these anymore. This was during their glory days, so I just have it because I bought it when I worked there, and maybe someday they'll return to it. And I do have a suede watch strap on here with the Christopher Ward. They do offer some suede straps occasionally. And I know we mentioned not wearing suede head to toe, but I am also wearing suede shoes today.
It's not head to toe.
It's not head to toe. Yeah, the trousers are not suede.
Sorry. These are. I'm so sorry about this. The 1907 Chamonix. Chamonix, and I love these, and they are. I believe these are in Nubuck. Yeah, Nubuck, and I recommend these. I actually recommend these. They have them in a gray wax. They have them in a black shiny, and yeah, the Chamonix. The only problem is that, like I said, excessive wear, and your soles are going to start to come off.
Yeah. Most unfortunate.
If you get too aggressive. And because there were no incidents in the Mount Rainier National Park, that was not an issue. Anyway, so sorry.
We're fine.
Sorry.
Excellent. Yes, Chamonix. So then these, actually, I'm now wondering if these are suede or if these are nubuck, because it's a very tight fiber on this. It is a soft feel, but it's very tight. So maybe it's nubuck, actually.
Those look good.
But these are a nice navy blue from Allen Edmonds again. And I love the way these look. I've never had a navy blue shoe before, and I just decided to go for these because they were too beautiful to pass.
I do. I assume those are Goodyear welted. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, they have an interesting sole, but you can see the stitching here.
Yeah.
They actually added.
It's not fake either.
Yeah, but they did add a very slim rubber layer, which they don't usually do. But you can see it kind of like they put it inside with the typical leather sole.
Yeah.
And it's nailed in there quite well, so it looks pretty sturdy. Haven't worn them very long, but they are comfortable so far. So that is the Allen Edmond Navy Suede or Newark, I'm not sure. But we'll talk a little bit more about that in just a moment when we talk about what we're wearing. I have a career topic for us for the moment. And this is something that is surprisingly often overlooked. If you are working for somebody, and unless you, actually I'm trying to think of a scenario where you're not working for somebody, even the CEO is working for the board. So at every level of a corporate career, you are typically working for one or more people. I guess the CEO actually has multiple bosses, if you want to think about it that way. And it's very important that you manage this relationship with who you work for. So I call this managing up. Everyone thinks like, well, the manager is the manager. That person has to, he has to figure out how to deal with me. That's the wrong attitude to take if you want to be very successful in your career. You should be actively working to help manage your boss, which doesn't mean you're giving orders, but you're trying to manage that relationship to help you both succeed. The best case scenario is that you make your boss look good and your boss helps pass that down to you as well. So you both get promoted, bonuses, whatever it may be. Now, this is not the same thing as flattery. So don't take it that way. This isn't, you should be constantly complimenting your boss, brown nosing, whatever it's called.
Oh, yeah. No one likes an ass licker.
Yeah,
no, people might like it on the surface when you give them a little bit of that, but you'll garner no respect.
Yeah, you do that all the time.
And I have a lot of ass lickers in my life.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah.
You know a few of them. Yeah. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, yeah. Yeah. Not literally, obviously, but
yeah.
A lot of kiss asses.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they know that I think that of them, and they still do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So some people of poor repute or poor intelligence might appreciate that, but assuming you work for a very intelligent boss, or at least somebody who's qualified to be your boss, hopefully, then you will find that strategy doesn't pay off long term. It might pay off if you do it just once in a blue moon, if you don't overdo it. But if you are constantly slicking up to your boss and not giving it to him straight, you will find it doesn't work long term.
No.
But the truth you got to keep in mind, though, is that your boss does control your raises, your promotions, and even the work you do. So that relationship is much too important to leave it on autopilot.
And you should really, chappies and damsels, heed Monsieur Lecomte's words here, because he has been an employee years and years ago, but he is an ultimate boss. And so he knows what he says. He knows what he's saying here, because he knows what to look for, what not to look for, and he knows every trick in the book, and he knows these tips throughout all these shows. He knows who's going to be promoted, who's going to advance, and who is just not going to eventually work out and end up flailing behind like a marlin in the Monegasque harbor and disabled for the rest of their life. He knows who's going to right off the bat, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure that you're the person who is going to stay and move up. I guess not stay, but move up, not down or out. So how do you do that? One, make sure you know what your boss's goals are for the quarter.
So what are your thoughts, really quick? I'm so sorry. On the attempting befriending of your boss, like when your employees come to you and even some of the executives, and they're really going out of their way to try to like be friends with you.
I think it is healthy not to be too friendly, too cordial with your boss. You should be what's what I'm looking for? Not convivial, but amicable. You should have a certain level of friendliness. Your relationship should feel comfortable. You want your boss to want to talk to you, to meet with you, to maybe occasionally, if it's work related or after work as a bonus or whatever, you want to occasionally go out to dinners. But you don't want it to be like buddy buddies where you're like, know what team your kid's playing on.
Because they do not care.
They don't care. Yeah.
They don't care. If you're in upper management like that, or you're corporate executive, you'll play like you do, but you don't care. Yeah. In other words, you're telling that employees or prospective employees that you will only be their prince of pull.
Yeah.
You won't be their prince of pal.
That's right.
So stupid. Sorry.
Yeah, so you don't want to try to be too buddy-buddy with your manager. You have to remember that this is, at the end of the day, a hierarchical? There's a hierarchy. There's a relationship. There's a hierarchy in the relationship. Mm-hmm. And if you're trying to be too buddy-buddy, you're violating that hierarchy.
Exactly.
And that's unnatural, and it's not going to work out in the long term.
Because you had a executive loan officer. Is that such a thing? Executive loan officer at your bank, at Monsieur Le Banque in Liechtenstein, and he was quickly demoted, probably for all sorts of supposed infidelities, to a menial, I don't want to say toilet scrubber, but he's
sometimes it's not what you do, it's what you don't do.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. So because I know you want your employees to go above and beyond.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're paid well. These people are paid very well, right?
Yeah. Some people are paid better than others.
Yeah.
Some people have more to keep quiet. More to keep private.
So everyone knows what we're talking about. Bruce. He was demoted. I don't want to say he was demoted due to his disability.
That was unrelated.
It's unrelated. All right.
That would violate so many laws.
There's so many laws.
Yeah.
Well, not in Monaco, it wouldn't. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
They don't care about any of that.
But yeah, so try to keep a cordial but not too buddy-buddy relationship with your boss. Make it not awkward. Make it pleasant to speak and meet with, but don't expect your boss to know all about your personal life, and don't divulge too much, honestly.
No.
Never divulge too much. Just try to be friendly enough to get the work done. Remember, your boss has a boss too, and he's under pressure. He's got things he's got to deliver, and you should be working as a team to help him accomplish his goals, so that hopefully, if he's worth his salt, he will help you accomplish your goals as well. So here is the playbook I have real quick before we go into what we're wearing. 1, communicate with your boss. Make sure there are no surprises. If a project is behind schedule, make sure your boss knows that. Don't let it show up at a quarterly review meeting that, hey, this isn't delivered on time. You want to not blindside the person who manages you, because then you might get blindsided at review time. Mm-hmm. 2, bring solutions, not problems. You become aware of a problem. If it's urgent, you should probably tell your boss right away, but you should also be constantly thinking about what's the solution, how can we fix this? And oftentimes, if you've got a delay between when you can talk to your manager, your executive, or whatever, if you have time to think of a solution before you next meet, present the solution along with the problem. Nobody wants to hear about just problems. They want to hear about how you can make things correct.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. 3, communicate before being asked. Don't wait for your manager, your executive or VP, whatever, to come and ask you how things are. You should be taking the initiative to provide updates so that way he can plan accordingly to how things are going. 4, maintain autonomy. You don't have to only do things that you're told to do. That's exactly how you end up at the bottom of the hole. You know, you should be taking the initiative and seeing what needs to be done and taking care of it yourself, even if you haven't been told to. If you're the person who just says, "I'm not doing that until someone tells me to," you're not going to go very far. You're probably not even going to get into the corporate world, honestly.
No, agree. Yeah. At the newspaper, Le Journal de Globe, we have a editor's assistant that came to me one time, which it never should even have addressed to me, and saying that they were worried about the subscription service. Well, we don't even have a subscription service.
Yeah.
You know,
it's a paper list, right?
Paper
list stored in a box with a match.
Basically, yeah. And the thing about it is that my reiteration of Le Journal de Globe, it only goes out to 150 people globally. And it's in the print only, and there's no, so I didn't even know what they were talking about, and I thought, well, what's going on here? So I went and looked it up, and I talked to a few people, and
what was going on?
They thought it. I don't know.
they were trying to make stuff up because they're trying to look busy.
I don't know what it was, or they misconstrued what the entire idea of what the paper is about. Like people that watch this show that misconstrue what this show is about.
I don't know. How do they
and if you are following any of this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I have one last tip though for your managing up success. Never disagree with your boss in public.
Yes.
You should always have a private conversation to push back against something.
Unless you are specifically asked by him your opinion.
Yeah, it's true.
But don't be too contrary.
But you also don't want to like broadcast it to a wider audience than necessary.
Yeah.
Like if you're in a public forum with 100 executives, that's not the best time to tell your boss, hey, that's not right. The best time to do it would have been in a private meeting before the meeting with 100 executives. You don't want to be putting the person responsible for your promotion in the spotlight in a negative way, without his prior knowledge.
Exactly.
That won't turn out well.
Good.
So those are my tips for managing up and controlling your career by improving the relationship.
Good, yeah. That's
with
good
your
stuff.
employer.
Good stuff. This is one of the few episodes where you're talking about the career stuff where I'm actually not falling asleep.
Excellent.
Well, the main reason is because I have this problem at the newspaper. All these problems at the newspaper,
Yeah, it's a very common problem.
Yeah, all right. Good.
Our challenge for this week is to wear something suede and post a photo on Instagram and tag us. Not in the rain, preferably. And for your career, we want you to find out what your boss's biggest priority is. Don't post that though, because it could be secret. If it's corporate knowledge, don't post that. But report back in the comments if any of these tips are helpful for you in your career or in your sartorial journey. And let us know what. And if you've noticed, or if you've had any faux pas or any major trip ups rather, in your career because of neglecting to manage up, post a comment. We want to hear your stories so we can learn from them as well.
Indeed.
Yeah. All right. What are we wearing?
Good. Do we want to do our call to action?
That was our call to action.
Oh, okay. Follow us on.
That's right.
Yeah. So follow us on if you could. Is it the follow on Facebook or is it the friend?
Friend,
what is
follow,
that
and like.
I don't know. Yeah, on
follow,
whatever.
or like, and like.
So we just finally got the Facebook going after all. right at the precipice of Facebook no longer being relevant. We're on Facebook.
Better late than never.
Yeah, Facebook and Instagram, and follow us on Instagram if you could, and Patreon. Yes, and become a free member. We will have something on there for free members, but it's just a way to show your support. You don't have to join any of the 4 elite tiers, but at least give them a read through so you can at least get a giggle on what it is. And if you're following the story arc of this show, and the show is a story arc, you will understand the point of the Patreon. That if you decide to become a member on Patreon, yeah, there's a lot of little extra goodies you'll get on there, even more than what you'll read on there. However, yeah, what was I gonna say?
Follow us on Patreon. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel here on YouTube.
Yeah.
And we really want to hear your comments. So please comment, because that helps us communicate back and forth. We want to have a conversation with you. We will respond. I guarantee it.
Yes.
Either him, I, or Bruce will respond.
Even though Bruce speaks very broken English.
Yeah.
He's a French national, yeah, and one of the reasons you liked him is he understands perfect English, but he can't speak it very well, and you like that. You like that.
Makes it easier in court. So,
Indeed.
dear Kaiser,
Yes.
let's go with what you're wearing.
Belt staff today. My beautiful belt staff jacket. I think it was classified as a tour overshirt or something to that effect, but it's a jacket, and I really love it. I really love it. Shirt today, I'm wearing a Brioni. It's black, actually, and it looks really good with this. It's French cuffs, but when I wear this, I probably wouldn't wear the French cuffs. I just wear it open. Can't really see it. Trousers today, another pair of my Holland & Coopers. I now have a few different pairs of Holland & Cooper denim. I really, really love the Holland & Cooper. They have that little bit of that stretch synthetic things that I'm always talking about that I don't like, but in denim, I do like it. And they're not skinny. That's what I love about Holland & Cooper. They're very classic looking. Shoes today, I am wearing another version of my Crockett & Jones in a suede. I wish I knew what these were called. Some broguing on there. I like to wear these with this jacket. It's not an exact match. If it's too matchy, I'm not digging it, but I really do like these, and these have been through it as well. I've had these a long time.
They look still
and
great,
they're obviously drastically. It's a different style. You might not be able to tell from the darker ones. Both of these have the Danite sole that, very rugged sole. And you can see this has some wear, but I still love them. Crockett & Jones, love these. I can really start wearing some of my Crockett & Jones stuff a little bit more.
That color looks great with the jacket.
Oh yeah, beautiful. Timepiece today, it's another one of my Gives & Hawks chronographs in stainless steel. We have a blue alligator band on this that came standard. These are collector's items. They do not make them anymore. Gives & Hawks Savile Row #1. It's a Swiss watch though, designed by Gives & Hawks. And
excellent.
Yeah, I think and I have, believe it or not, this is very, very special to me. This is my Clive Christian 1872, which is my favorite from the original collection. I bought this in the year 2000.
Oh, the year 2000.
2000 from Neiman Marcus, believe it or not.
Before,
and
after Y2K.
Yeah, right after Y2K, and there's only a trifle left.
Oh, I can see it.
But I've had this since the year 2000, and this was so unbelievably expensive when I bought it, and I do not want to use all of it. And I have a 3 or 4 other 1872s, but this was that original bottle that came in, and yeah.
Ever thought about putting it in like a pressurized airtight container to make sure none of it leaks out?
That's actually probably a good idea, but yeah, I don't use it anymore because I use the other ones, and I don't want it just for memories. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Oh, what do we got? Swing for me.
Okay,
Monsieur Lecomte.
I am wearing a Brooks Brothers suede jacket from when they were a nice American company, and I'm wearing a Brooks Brothers shirt as well. This tie is actually a Turnbull and Asser tie that I picked up, and I love the way this colors go with the leather. Trousers are Kit Blake. I've been wearing a lot of Kit Blake lately in navy. They fit well. They have a nice high-rise waist. And I'm kind of having some more navy. I guess there's a navy thing going on down here.
Those are good, yeah.
These are the Allen Edmonds shoes that I'm wearing with this outfit, and then suede navy. the timepiece is Christopher Ward, and I know we just mentioned not to be wearing suede head to toe, but I've got a suede strap on.
It looks good though.
It matches actually the jacket almost. It's like a
flash jacket.
Yeah, the flash jacket, kind of like a piece here together. I will try to get you a good photo of the 1984 Christopher Ward because there's no public photos of it. And tie, shirt, jacket.
Smelly?
Yes, the parfum here is JF by Florist London. I forget the name of the scents here, but this is probably my favorite of the JF collection. It's tied with German Street, I guess. Personally, I think this one probably is a little bit higher on my list of favorites. I love the way this one smells throughout the day.
I would love to think that Florist would, because they actually followed this channel a while back.
Do?
Yeah, they're one of the few actually brands that follow this channel, and because we give them so much crumpet, and I've always been complaining about bring back the Royal Warrants. Bring back the Royal Warrants on the bottles. The Royal Warrants.
I think they've earned it, haven't they? They got another contract.
I'm not sure, but I don't. But they still have the Royal Warrants. They haven't lost their Royal Warrants, and so I don't. Whatever small little dent this channel might have, which it would be just a tiny speck, maybe it's done something to. Well, maybe people want to see those again. Maybe it's has to do with the printing of the labels, and there's a reason. But I don't know.
It can't cost that much to print new labels, can it?
No, but it's I'm sure they have a reason.
I suppose that adding that seal probably costs a bit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, they should do it. Add back the Royal Warrant.
Yeah, please do. Yeah, and maybe they have. I don't know. Yeah. Well, good.
Excellent.
Yeah, good.
Thank you for joining us. Another episode of the Sartorial Boardroom. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. We look forward to seeing you in the next one.
We certainly do. And General Trelane, the Squire of Gothis, will walk us out with this cute little comment, his little snarky little jibes. And I think that's all we got. And buy Spanish bonds. Yeah.
Not financial advice.
Yeah, buy Spanish bonds.
Not financial advice.
No, it's not. Yeah, it definitely isn't. With some other advice, but certainly not financial. Anyway, that's all.